Randall Cunningham, Dan Fouts, Warren Moon, but they never got to a Super Bowl. Here he is in his second NFL season, already getting his chance. And we harken back to Dan Marino, another superstar, made it in his second year, lost the game, and never made it back again.
A 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Here's Ramon Rose.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
Now an option play on second down.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter, and what a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do. What I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines, because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate him and really say thanks, because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Sanders. And the defense closes quickly there, and will get maybe a yard to the 33.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And it's taken in at the 9. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd down, Zappi. That's complete. Demario Douglas with it.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
They set up the screen for Stevenson.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll be a New England first down and gain of 12.
That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this.
0-0 our score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
On the draw is Stevenson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And a pretty good burst there, so he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Setting up a screen for Stevenson.
And he's got this down to the 35.
Zappy to throw on 1st down.
Throw left side complete. That's Stevenson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They run once more with Stevenson.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Ramondre Stevenson.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Patriots post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other. Blocks.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now Young. And connecting here with DJ Shark.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. DJ Shark.
And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the
catch and run. 78 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to settle.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Trimble. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Possession back to the Patriots from Andre Stevenson, headed out with the offense.
So a 6-carry drive to last go-around, touchdown on the end of it. We'll see if they can duplicate that here.
I think that they would like to. I know every runner that we've ever met would love to carry the ball more and more and more. In fact, we keep a ball in the booth just for demonstration purposes.
You're holding it right now.
I'm going to give it to you. Is it heavy? Is it that heavy?
No, it's pretty light.
It's pretty light, right? So keep giving it to him and let him do his work. It's not going to...
It's light for me. It's definitely...
On first down, here's Zappi. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Second and 10. Here's Zappi. Buying time to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Zappi from the gun. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First and 10, Zappi. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Zappi. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here's second and 10. Looking to throw, Zappi. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And this one is right through. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
Lets it fly for Thielen.
And that's going to be incomplete.
So we've arrived at halftime here in Super Bowl 57 as we send you to our... So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl.
Illegal touching, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
They'll start out here with the option left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped to the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Zappe off play action. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
Zappe on 3rd down.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. They run with a 3rd-year man, Chuba Hubbard. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those
rush coming, and he's taken down.
Dietrich Wise running through and dropping him for the sack.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Young off the bootleg. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 36. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up second down. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Ready?
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Check right.
Young on third down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out. So a bit. So.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more. And that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal.
From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter. Stevenson gets it again on second down.
On the other side of midfield at the 45.
62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
Here's a running play for Juju.
They'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Former first-rounder Derek Brown living up to the billing on that stop.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, Those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we're at the time of the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw on 2nd down is Young. That is caught by Thielen.
He's across midfield.
And finally down at the 36-yard line.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Young. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
To the air once more, Young dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, look to find another down. With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
A big one coming for kicker Eddie Pinheiro.
This from 44 yards away.
And this is up and good from Pinheiro.
And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. And now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
New England's offense set to go.
Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Here's Zappe to throw.
And this turns into a nice game with a slide at the end.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Zappe.
Eluding the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Here's 1st and 10.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the 1st down with his legs instead.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Here's Zappe. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here. Now Zappe. He's going to look downfield for Henry. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Van Bell. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December,
giving.
right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker.
2nd and 6 coming up.
Ready.
Young.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going, because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
A big play looming on 3rd down. Here's Young. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? And they're going to say on this side of midfield. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to
OT in the Super Bowl, something the Patriots know all about, and they'll once again get the ball first as we start this overtime session.
And now out come the Patriots.
Well, CD, certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they scored first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
A good opening drive so far here in overtime, looking to put the pressure on with a touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Zappi looks to throw it. Got Stevenson again, back-to-back plays.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Tense moments in overtime of a Super Bowl. Remember, a touchdown doesn't yet clinch it as they come up on 2nd down. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Back to Stevenson on 1st down. 87 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
Here's Stevenson.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
He goes 8 yards on the touchdown run. And Charles Charles, that touchdown alone doesn't win them the game anymore with the rule changes and overtime in the postseason, but they still went down, scored, got the job done, and now they put it in the hands of their defense.
And with the other side now guaranteed an overtime possession, getting that score was vital. The pressure is now on their opponent, and their defense, they have to play off the momentum the offense generated. One stop, and they end this game.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. Well, CD, in the regular season, they would already be celebrating. Not so simple here in the playoffs. Now they also need to make a defensive stand if they want to pick up the victory.
Yeah, and I'm sure the team would be in favor of just taking the win right now, but in a small way, those defenders also kind of happy for the rule change because now, on the big stage of postseason, they're the ones who can come out here and lock down the victory.
What can Young do in the OT? Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure to give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little...
Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And it's another Super Bowl title for the New England Patriots. Victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy. You know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.
Back in my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in that minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me it's the front lines. You never mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on me, mine. Keep with a real. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a dip. But it ain't for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop till my net worth millions. Going school, I drop down. HRE wanna drop with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, no timeouts. Change up quick, they sign up. Tryna hear my line now. Thinking I'm come find out 1v1, you dust like a wideout.